Rushing, recklessly rushing. Some of my best memories as a youngster was taking trips to the lake on Saturdays to go swimming or paddleboat riding. I remember eating hot dogs and hamburgers fresh off the barbecue pit as grown-ups would fish, play dominoes and card games. The summer would be full of skating, carnival rides. I also remember the bumper cars and the first roller coaster called the Zipper. Can you imagine having life without carnival rides or family trips to the lake? Imagine life without eating peanuts and popcorn or chasing the snow cone truck down the street. Imagine life without being able to hang out with friends at the mall or going to the movies. You see, these are activities that most youngsters enjoy the most, but are in danger of losing if they are rushing to silliness and rushing to reckless behavior. You see, in many cases, young people are rushing to the end of their education, the end of their untapped talents, never to be seen or recognized again. They're dangerously rushing to the end of their lives. Today, let's have a serious conversation about young teens rushing to foolishness and tragedy to be accepted by their peers. Start accepting yourself today. Start accepting the real you. Insecurity and acceptance are bitter rivals of fear. They are real and they are a part of you. You must understand that everyone is insecure at some point in their life, but someday you will eventually overcome the fear of insecurity. Now let's talk about acceptance. The feeling of acceptance is awesome. Everyone agreed that acceptance from others is important, but is not easily achieved. But as you begin to overcome insecurity, you will worry less about acceptance. You see, we've witnessed youngsters rushing to reckless behavior that lead to teen pregnancy, sexually transmitted disease, drug addiction. The powerful drugs of today are more addictive and more complex and more dangerous than ever. One hit from today's drugs like Climax, ice, crack, or other synthetic drugs will leave you disabled, unable to count the cracks in your life or the cracks in the sidewalk, changing your life forever. Our young people are playing death games. Today's reckless behavior is like playing Russian roulette with a 6-shooter gun. The old game of chance would have the player put one bullet in the chamber, leaving 5 chambers empty. Today's game is different. Today's game of Russian roulette is raising the bar of stupidity. Today's drugs is like loading a gun with 5 bullets with only 1 chamber empty. As you're spinning the chamber and pulling the trigger, you're chancing your life on luck. A perfect example of creating your own bad luck or creating your own bad life. Next, the game of spin the bottle. As the bottle turns in your direction, your life turns in a downward direction or a downward spiral, spinning until nothing is left in the bottle, leaving your mind and your life as lost and empty as the bottle. Next, the game of quarters or beer pong, the game where you bounce a quarter or a ping pong ball off the table into a cup of drunk drinking. Then drunk driving bounces you or some innocent soul through the windshield, bounced out of life forever because of a 25-cent decision or an unlucky bounce of a 2-cent ping pong ball. $1 million life lost as the game searches for its next victim. These are game changers. Then you find yourself rushing to the party scene, trying to discover the real you, only to discover the Grim Reaper is hunting you also, changing you into someone to be taken advantage of. You find yourself surrounded by people that don't know you, and even your family don't recognize you. You begin to feel empty and alone, often delaying, confusing, or ruining your dreams while stripping you of your sense of righteousness, somehow convincing you to forget who you are, where you come from, or who raised you, and more importantly, who sacrificed for you. Hello, it's time for you to find yourself. It's time for you to go. It's time for you to go back. Leave and go back to your heart. Go back to that safe place, your safe room. You must search for and commit to a better life before it's too late. A life where your dreams, your visions, and your hope provided an escape route. If your life ended today, those that have led you astray will be partying with another lost soul tomorrow. If this is your reality, then it's time for you to make a change. Don't continue the path of regret. If life is too much for you to handle right now, get some help. Start over. Renew your dreams and hopes. It's never too late to create a better you. Sometimes young people don't have the capacity to understand adult issues. Be careful. Your past may have been darkness, but your future can and will be bright, because sometimes your darkest path can lead to someone else's light. God bless you today, and I'll talk to you later.